All right, you all know that making your first 1 million naira is one of the difficult things you have to accomplish. You understand? So in this video, I'm gonna be showing you my journey of how I managed to make my first 1 million naira online. As a guy in his 19, yeah, 19 years or 20 years. Okay, I'm currently 20 years old now. As a guy in his 20s, you understand, starting to make ends live. So stay with it to the end of this video. It's gonna be a pretty long video while you also draw some of the lessons along the way. You get the point? So let's adjust my camera. All right, so stay with me. So where should I even start now? Where do I start? Where do I start? Okay, let me start from the beginning of 2025. Yeah. uh where should I start? Should I start from 2023? All right, let me start from 2023, the moment I started affiliate marketing. So, during the early of 2023, during the time of naira scarcity in Nigeria, a lot of us know that there's naira scarcity where the new naira note and the old naira note and all the rest of them. So, 2023. So, that was when I restarted affiliate marketing with the aim of making money. If you're Nigerian and you're affiliate marketing, you understand that they told us that when you start affiliate marketing, you make your first 1 million naira in 1 month. So I started affiliate marketing with the aim of becoming a millionaire in 1 month. You understand? But what happened? I didn't make any single sale. You understand? I tried for months and months and months. Affiliate marketing didn't work for me. So at a point, I stopped affiliate marketing and go into crypto. Yeah, and go into crypto trading. So it's not even that I was doing crypto trading. What I was doing, all these free mining apps like PI network, B network. You understand? I was more focused, on mining those apps, believing that one day mining these apps will make me a millionaire. You understand? So I was mining and I was mining and I'm mining and I'm mining and it's like, oh boy. While I was doing all these things, I was seeing my parents' house. You get the point. So I was like, oh boy, you're not going anywhere with your life. You understand? I've been mining for months now, yet nothing showed up. That was when I stopped mining. Do you know what I did? I watched one video. Oh God, I watched one video on YouTube. That video said that all this affirmation, you say positive things to yourself and the universe will bring to you everything you want. So I was doing this affirmation, you understand? Every day I wake up, I say, I am rich, I am blessed, I'm blessing the whole world, I am rich. You understand? Every day, everywhere I'm going, I will be saying it, I am rich. You understand? So I did this affirmation for complete 2 months. Like, I stopped everything I was doing that will make me money and focus more on this affirmation. My whole belief system was, the more I do this affirmation, the universe will bring to me opportunities. The universe will bring to me everything I want. So I was doing this affirmation for 1 month, 2 months. Oh boy, nothing happened. Oh. I was kind of, which kind of madness be this one? Like, how can I leave everything that I was doing and just thinking that saying I'm rich, I'm blessed will change my life drastically? That was when I stopped affirmation. So that was why these days let me adjust my camera a little bit again. So that was when these days when people talk about affirmations, I don't usually listen to them. I don't know if affirmation works. I don't know if it doesn't work. But for me, it doesn't work for me. You understand? So what I'm trying. This is when I understand. It's not about saying the words. It's about the work. In fact, the work is more important than the affirmation. Honestly speaking, if you put affirmation and the work, good. But if you have to choose between affirmation and the work, just choose the work. Because only saying affirmation will put you into depression and frustration. So I started doing affirmation, you understand? I stopped doing affirmation and then I went back to affiliate marketing again. But affiliate marketing was so hard, man. Affiliate marketing is too hard. So I started doing affiliate marketing, doing affiliate marketing. I was making 1 sale, 2 sales, 3 sales. That was how I was doing it till 2023 end. Then 2024, I started doing the same thing. I started going deep into sales and marketing, learning the skills on sales, learning the skills on marketing, understand, reading some books like the $100 million list, key person of influence, expert secret, understand, 2024. I was reading this kind of book. Then that was when I also started borrowing this thing, what is it called? Borrowing phones from my friends and started creating content. You get the point? So at the middle of 2024, something happened in my village. Unknown gunmen started killing people rapidly. You understand? Like, if you are living in Imo State, Nigeria, I don't know where you're watching this video, but if you are living in Imo State, Nigeria, there's something that is happening. Unknown government. So they came to our village and started killing. rapidly, you understand. They were killing men, they were killing everybody, they were setting houses ablaze, you understand. So that was when my parents was like, Emmanuel, now you need to travel to the city. You have nothing doing with your life. You get the point? You have absolutely nothing doing with your life. You need to travel to the city. That was when I traveled to the city to my brother's house. And when I traveled to the city, I don't have any handwork. I was not doing anything at all, understand. So I traveled to the to my stay with my brother in Owerri, Imo State. That was where I'm not doing anything. You understand? I'm not doing anything. I was just there, for the sake of my life. So at this point in time, I was also doing learning that sales and marketing, learning sales, doing. But I was very very bad. When I say very very bad in sales and marketing those days, I was learning sales and marketing, learning it. 2024. I went to my brother's house in July 2020, July 2024. So I stayed there July, August, then September. My father was when I say my father in September, my father was heavily sick. When I say heavily sick, because of the things that happened in our village, they not say that the shocks and not the whole thing affected my father, you understand? Because of the shock and everything. So my father traveled to was it Abuja? Yeah, he traveled to Abuja for treatment. And when in Abuja, he went to my other elder brother in Abuja. So my elder brother is kind of busy. He used to go to work, so nobody is there to take care of my father in the house. So they asked me, okay, since Emmanuel, you are jobless now, travel to Abuja and stay with your dad, you understand, take care of him. So I stayed with my dad from September to ending of 2024, you understand. I was taking care of him, he was very, very sick. So by the special grace of God, my father in 2024, he was healed, you understand. I mean, the ending of 2024, he was healed, and then I and him travel back to the village, you understand. Everything that's happening in my village have already ended. So I and him travel back to the village for Xmas, you understand. So while I was in the village, we celebrated Xmas together. Then New Year come. Nowhere to go again. Remember, the first time I traveled to the city was in my brother's house, and the reason that made me to travel to my brother's house was because of the running and everything in the place. So am I going to travel to my brother's house again? What am I going to there to do? So nothing to do. So 2025. Now this year I'm making this video now. 2025. My sister asked me to come to a house. Why I see they there to master my skills on sales and marketing and also copywriting. So I traveled to the city to stay with my sister with my sister there. But here's what happened. Things didn't turn as well as I think it will be. I thought when I traveled there I would have a lot of time to focus on my business. But I could there. My sister started behaving somehow, you understand. Sometimes I won't even see food to eat. I won't even have, as in, and the beginning of 2025 was very, very frustrating. When I say frustrating, you understand, there are times I go to bed and I beg to God, please take my life, you understand, because the beginning of 2025 was very, very frustrating. When I say very, 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 very frustrating, no food to eat, nothing to take care of myself. I don't even have data to solve on my phone, you understand. I don't even, the videos or the courses I bought on social market, I don't even have data to watch them, you understand. I felt like my life is ending. You get the point? I felt like my life is ending. Nothing. So I was still managing that time to do free marketing, you understand. But I was not making consistent sales. One sales in 2 weeks, one sales in 2 months, you understand. I was not making consistent sales. So between I stayed in my sister's house from January to May 2025, you understand? January to May 2025, and then that May, one of my friends found me a job in an oil and gas company. You understand? Let me even stay there and succeed a little. So my friend found me a job in an oil and gas company. So I traveled there in oil and gas company. I'm not working there as an engineer. I was working there as a kitchen assistant. You get the point? As a kitchen assistant. So when I was in that oil and gas company, remember all this while, remember I was still studying my sales and marketing. I was still studying it. So when I was in that oil and gas company, I was still, although I don't even have time there. We normally wake up by 4 a.m. From 4 a.m. we work to 12 p.m. For 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. we rest. Then from 4 p.m. again to 6 p.m. we come back to work. Between when I order, after these things, I will be very, very tired, you understand? But I still even at that time I still managed to force myself to work, you understand. I still managed to force myself to work. I mean, to read book and study sales and marketing. So while I was there honestly, things were very, very good for me there, because the three basic needs in my life was solved. I needed electricity, I needed Wi-Fi, I needed feeding. These three things, I got it abundantly in that company. You understand? They were offering me. So I already worked on that company for 2 months, and that's how they did. They said that our contract have finished, so all of us left the company. So I worked in that company from June, July, August. I returned back to village again. So when I return back to village again, by the special grace of God, I have already developed that skills in sales and marketing already. So I stayed in my parents' house for the whole of August. And I was like, Emmanuel, now that I have mastered skills in sales and marketing, you understand? I went back to the city again. Oh God. I went back to the city again, and I used the little money that I have saved from that job to, rent an apartment for myself. And this time I didn't even know what I was doing. Like, my whole hope now was on that sales and marketing. You get the point? My whole hope now was on that sales and marketing and affiliate marketing. So when I went back to the city, September and October, you understand, I started implementing everything that I have learned. And I started doing affiliate marketing, I started creating content back to back, I started doing everything. Amen. And that was when everything changed for me. So the whole 1 million. Remember when I started doing this sales and marketing, it was when 2023 was when I started learning this affiliate marketing, you understand, and all the rest of the all both of pause and go on the road. But the one I made the real money in affiliate marketing was September and October. I'm making this one in November now, and I'm still progressing. So September and November was when I made my first 1 million naira. So I started promoting. I've gained a lot of skills in marketing. I started promoting affiliate marketing products. I started also promoting my own skills to help other free marketers get the result they're looking for, understand? So that was how I was doing it, you understand? It was because remember this time I was living alone. Yeah, I was living alone. So for those of you who ask me how do you bought property? Well, I collected already have some property like this table now. I already have it before I bought it with my affiliate marketing products. So my sister also relocated, so he also gave me some of his property, and that was what I was using to live. So September to November was when I started promoting affiliate marketing products rapidly, and also promoting my own product to affiliate marketers, and that was how I made my first 1 million naira online. So one of the skills that really helped me to make my first 1 million online was sales and marketing and content creation. I repeat, sales, marketing, and content creation, or content creation falls under the category of marketing. So one of the things I wanted to learn in this video is that you should learn a skill. You understand? If I didn't learn a skill, if I have not been developing myself on that sales and marketing skills all this while, or with my free time, I will not be here making this video for you. I will probably be in my parents' house without having nothing to do with my life. So the skills you acquire today is what will save you. Be it a video editor, graphic designer, copywriter, photographer, anything at all. Your skill is what will get you from zero to your first 1 million naira. So I wanted to share with you which parts are like, or how is life going right now. And now, so now I'm not saying that I'm super rich right now, but by the special grace of God, I'm beginning to see the lights. By the special grace of God, 2026, I know that will be a very great year for me and all the rest of them. So guys, learn important skill, and remember, stop looking for easy ways. A lot of you start investing money in Ponzi scheme and all the rest of them. Stop looking for easy ways. Learn skill. Your skill will surely pay off. Learn a skill. I repeat, learn a skill. That is what will help you. What helped me today was my skill, and nothing more, nothing else. See you on the next video, guys, and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel.